conversation, and we're gonna get into it. All right. It's okay. We mature. We can get through this. It's fine, comments. It's fine. All right. So I'll start with Too Sweet. Well, now I can start with Pumpkin. So
Yes, ma'am.
Pumpkin. So in the beginning, you were friends with Chosen, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
And then you also friends with Too Sweet.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna get all the ugly out real quick. Did you call
Okay.
CPS on Too Sweet's children?
No, I did not. That's the lie. Now, can I just say this? Chosen, I don't know if you caught this, Miss Empress. Chosen told you I didn't know how to send an email, but yet she said I sent it to her Too Sweet page. Chosen is a liar. So the reason why Chosen really did this to these ladies, because if you heard what she said that they digged up her background. Chosen was mad about it. When Chosen left off the app for about 30 days and she came back, and believe it or not, she was like, yeah, I got all y'all pussy assholes background. And she went live. I told her, I said, Chosen, don't do that. I said, you don't get your page to don't do that. She was trying to holler out Reagan mama and stuff like that. Like the girl is like delusional. Like Empress, like the girl, like I, she's a liar. She's a liar. The girl is a liar. Like that's all I can say, Empress. And then like when I got my agency letter, so the way that Yetta sent it to me, I was supposed to copy it. So I sent it. I told Children, I said, Chosen, I'm about to send you my letter. Can you please do what I need for you to do and send it back so that way I can send it in with my with the questionnaire, and I need like to detach it. She said, yeah, yeah, yeah. Send it to me and I'm gonna do it for you. I'm like, okay, cool. So when I filled out the stuff, you know how we be on the phone, I'm just going through it and I'm like, Chosen, look at this. Do this sound right? She like, yeah, that sound good. That sound good. I'm like, okay, cool. Like she never helped me do nothing, but like she broke. Like I don't know, like because the way that she,
But
like
what
the way
if?
that
But
Yetta,
okay. But let's just say this. But let's just say this. What
yeah.
if she helped you? That's what we supposed. Like, what if? What's wrong?
But you
What's
know
the
what,
problem?
Empress, he was trying to make it like I was like so like illiterate, like But you know what I told? Let me tell y'all something. Chosen ran how all of this been going on, Empress. Like I had got a live house, like for the big broadcasters. You remember that live house like a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
put
yeah. We
Chosen
all.
in the spotlight. I said, Chosen, you can have my spot. I helped Chosen build a page up. I was giving money, like I don't even know why she brought up the baby stroller. I just gave her a token of a like a baby shower gift of $100. Like nothing, nothing, nothing to throw up in her face. Didn't even throw it up. She want to throw everything up. Like I really helped this girl. She's like, I want to get SVIP points. I said, okay, I'm a throw cash app on you, and you just throw back my money. That way you can build your page up in case I get banned. You can get me unbanned. Plus get blah 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 blah. She started
So
taking up. She
pumpkin.
started
So
taking.
this is my question. Um, what's the real problem?
Happy with people, cussing people out, being disrespectful. Like the family couldn't even come to her and ask her about their money. She was calling everybody weak ass, puss ass hoes, and just throwing money on the like. Now I want to ask you this question, Miss Empress. Since we asking questions, she told us when Jess gave her $1,000, she told us that money she owed Jess $1,000 worth of dragons and plus some more trophies and things. So she told Jess that she didn't get paid and ran off with that girl money. And I want to ask you, so like, is that true when you don't have live data, you don't get paid?
Sometimes it's a glitch, and she didn't get paid. She did not get paid, but we.
So didn't give her the girl. She did not get that girl her money. She blocked that girl and told that girl to F her. Didn't even tell the girl she got paid.
So you saying allegedly she owes money to Jess,
She do
$1,000.
probably more.
Okay.
And every time,
All
like
right.
I want everybody on a panel, call everybody out their names, very disrespectful, very just ignorant, mean. But anyway, you can mute me and you can, starting with the other ladies, and then you can ask me whatever you want.
You can go ahead and mute yourself. All right. So
Yes.
communicate.
Had nothing to do. She just kept inserting herself in it. After me and Pumpkin fell out, she was inserting herself in it. So how I just went in on it. I kept going in on it and I didn't stop. She didn't have
Okay,
nothing
so
to do. She wasn't the
so
reason
you
why me and Punk fell out.
so you and Pumpkin are cool today.
But that I'm over it. I've been going at it with Pumpkin for almost a year or two. A year or two this been
Okay.
going on for a long time. So I'm actually over the beef that I had with Pumpkin. I'm on to the beef that I got with Chosen. Chosen was the
All right.
one. He want me to believe that Pumpkin was the one that called CPS on me when I know she was because it was coming out of her mouth. That it too sweet. She don't want to mess with me. You don't want to roll with me because I send them people to her house. Oh, she got all this over there. She got all that. I send them people to her house. I call the president, her son in, and tell them her son needs this and that type of attention. That's the type of shit that I got out of
So
Chosen.
basically, you feel as though in your heart that it was
Mm-hmm.
chosen that caused CPS because of the energy she giving, because she's always repeating that and
She
being
already
repetitive
said it. She
regarding your
said it in
kids.
so many words. She said she did it in so many words. Chosen. So I can't show y'all that and dig into that because I was just showing it. And I know a lot of y'all about seen it already, so y'all should be tired of because y'all didn't seen it. But
Okay,
I can't
so if
pull it
y'all
up.
seeing it, we don't need the receipt then. Okay, so this is my question, Pumpkin. Do you feel as though you can keep friends on the app? Do you feel as though you're a girl that can keep a friend?
Okay, so can I say this? Can I say this? Can I say this, Empress? Speaking
Go
of it,
ahead.
so after all the shit that went on, because I don't be in these groups and I don't be in Discord apps, Chosen will be coming back to me talking about Too Sweet was posting me in groups. Too Sweet, she'll come back to me like, girl, Too Sweet and Trina B group posting you. Too Sweet up in the inside of Keith group posting you. She kept shit started, and she was like, and here you go, here you go. Like, so now I see what was going on. So Chosen was the one that was doing all this bullshit and keeping up
I
all this
see it.
confusion. And yes, I feel like I can keep friends. I can.
You can. All right. So now you're saying that Chosen is the one that kept coming back. You saying she doing this and she doing that. Now,
Yes,
did you
Empress.
ever
One thing,
instigate? Did you ever
no,
instigate the Chosen? That okay, okay.
no, ma'am. Chosen kept asserting herself. And when let me tell y'all something. When Chosen went missing for like when she was in John Wayne agency, she went missing for a couple of weeks or a month. She told me that she was pulling up all the information. Like I don't do stuff like that. Like I talk my shit,
Okay.
I pop my noise and shit like that, but I don't go that deep. Like I don't try to find nobody. She was mad at Too Sweet. They was going to war. Okay? And all that stuff that girl did, as far as Reagan and all of that. If y'all remember, I told Too Sweet. I mean, I told Chosen. I said, Chosen, stop, don't do that. Right on live, I said, Chosen, don't do that to that girl, mama. Didn't I do that, Too Sweet?
I heard it
I
myself.
told,
Okay,
I
so
told
already pulled up that's came to her from you based on what I saw.
that
Is it some stuff
Empress.
missing? Okay.
That Empress, babe. Let me tell you something. That's a lie. The only people name that I ever told her to put, and it was not no names. It was a telephone number. It's two telephone numbers that called me and threatened me. Okay. They said they was outside my house and we walked them in. I said, Chosen, I said, run this through because she already told me that she had a system through her job that she could look up everybody's
Mm-hmm.
information. And I got proof. I got proof of her because like I know y'all watered these receipts down. One thing about me that everybody knows about me, I don't look into people information. I don't do that. I don't have the time or the patience to do that,
All right. Well,
Empress.
I have one
And
question on that.
I'm also gonna tell
Uh,
you this. I'm not that computer smart that I can sit up and do shit like that. Let's be clear on that. I don't do that. So if Chosen told you I did that,
Mm-mm.
that's a lie. And I can send you the same receipt that you said that I sent her. It's coming from her saying, yeah, I'm about to gag these bitches. I got Tommy K and all this. And the ladies are sitting right here. When she found their stuff, she went live and said, yeah, pussy hoes. I got all y'all shit. Yeah, she started
And
hollering their
she did
names out.
all my family, Empress. She looked up
so
all sweet
She did.
money.
all right. All right. So hold on. Let's keep it organized real quick. So I have a question for you, Pumpkin. Who gave
Yes.
you allegedly? Who gave you information on how to allegedly locate Sugar Ray's job?
That was way before Chosen even
That's
came
chosen when it
inside
came.
the
Okay.
picture. They
So
don't
so
have nothing to do with her.
so
That
how
that
did you
didn't have
find
nothing to do with her.
on the lines of being
Huh?
computer literate? Who helped you with that? I ain't saying Chosen did. Like, how did you find out what
No,
Sugar Ray?
did nobody when Sugar Well went live, this was years ago, Sugar Well had her name tag and said the doctor's office, and a lot of my supporters looked it up. But this
Yeah.
was way before Chosen was on the internet, so I don't know what they got to do with it.
All right. Just pulling from the comments. All right. All right. So, Too Sweet and you are not friends right now. That's a different situation, right?
Yes.
All right.
Mhm.
And you said you do have receipts showing what. So this is what I'm talking about, Pumpkin. So some of the stuff I that she gave me, you know how somebody's already doxed and you already have their name and address is already pulled up. So what I'm saying is, I see that you were sending her some stuff that was already pulled up, and then she's responding
No,
to it.
no, that's a
They
lie.
were altered. That
Did
And
because
I
she
definitely
lied
have.
about a lot of the stuff
Okay.
that she didn't have receipts for. Like for
And then I have
instance,
another question for. Hold on, because I don't want why we got Pumpkin here, because we probably never do this again. So this is okay.
yeah,
Pumpkin, who owns the breadwinner page? This page has been coming after this young lady about CPS or kids. Do you have a breadwinner?
that's a lie. I don't even look. Let me say something. I don't even know nothing about no breadwinner page. Y'all
Okay.
believe everything that comes out this lady mouth.
No,
She can tell
no.
y'all,
Chosen
and like she
said
told.
you
But,
said
but
that it
wait a
was a
minute.
supporter. Chosen said you said don't kick
I
my
never said.
supporter.
I don't even know no breadwinner. That girl is a liar.
Well, she didn't say it was you. She said it was a supporter that she
I
kicked.
don't.
She didn't say it was you.
Empress. If you look on my contribution list, if my best friend was on this application, don't you think my best friend would have made it rain? I don't know no breadwinner. That girl is a liar. The same way she told y'all I OD'd off of Benadryl by myself with a bad heart. Like, make it make sense.
I don't believe everything I hear. I just ask questions. I don't even lie. And I'll ask for a receipt. I really don't believe everything I hear, babe, because I know better. But I do
Yeah.
listen. I just listen. Yeah. I'm not here to judge y'all. I think it's a big mess. It's a cat fight. And it's just a lot. And it don't
it's
have to
beyond
be.
a cat fight when you dig into somebody's life and put their personal
And no, it's
address
real that is
and
really
their
big. And I
kids'
asked her about that. I
information.
asked
She
her
put my
how she
kids'
felt about
information
that.
But
I asked her.
herself.
And that's
somebody
getting really
from the Pork
scary.
and Beans projects with a background herself can't fake no shit about me. No way. That heifer is from the Pork and Beans motherfucking projects with a background her motherfucking self. You can't fake no shit about me. Empress, she made up a whole shit talking about I've been to jail for selling drugs. You a liar, Chosen. And she never could produce those receipts. I'll pay her if she can produce a receipt saying I ever been to jail for selling drugs. I'll
No,
pay
she
her.
altered that. She altered the
So
receipt saying that I have a foreclosure on two separate homes. How can you have a foreclosure with the same docket on the Indiana home and the Illinois home with the same docket numbers?
Yeah.
She falsed some documents and put it out here saying that my houses are in foreclosure. In one house I was renting out, in the other house in my guy name and he owned it. So this is stuff I heard her say out of her own mouth,
Out of her
nobody else.
own mouth, on her
This
own
came
live.
from
I got
her.
recordings right now where
I
she
want to hear.
was.
Let's hear. Can we hear the recordings?
Let me get, you know what? We're gonna go down to my car because my other phone in the car,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it.
All
I'm
right.
gonna grab it.
Okay. Yeah. Take your time, Tommy. Oh, I got.
Mhm.
This is your good page. This is like a. This is the whole page.
No, you blocked me.
Oh, I told you you've been saying bad stuff about me.
No,
I'm
you
telling
just
you.
blocked me. Empress, I remember I came in here on my host page. You just blocked me after that.
Yeah, you
I
Because
blocked
told
her.
you
otherwise
the
I wouldn't have been
Robert
able to.
live. The Robert live. I keep telling you.
No, Imp, I came in here originally on my host page. I was
When
not
chosen
blocked.
kicked her.
And
No,
Chosen
I
kicked
ain't blocked
me.
you tonight.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to come in here on my host
I don't know what
page.
happened. I ain't blocked you
Well,
tonight.
maybe
I ain't even
I'm not
seen your
blocked,
page.
but maybe you didn't really all the way reset your live so I could come back in because
Oh
Chosen
yeah,
Okay,
did
because I
block
got
I
me.
ain't
kicked
Yeah,
too.
blocked you tonight.
I'll
Oh,
take that
I
back.
thought you saying.
No,
I
no,
was gonna say if I blocked you, it had to be because of Robert live, but I ain't blocked you tonight.
no, no.
Cause you right, you did come in here tonight because you got kicked.
Hmm.
Yeah, I ain't
I
blocked
got
you. No,
kicked.
I ain't blocked you
Yeah,
tonight. I might need to reset my live.
I'm grabbing my
Darn,
other
I'm
phone out the car.
all right. So now, too sweet. So she said that you had
Mhm.
foreclosures. How do you think she
Hmm.
got your information, too sweet? How do you think she got your
She
name?
got my she well, I've been told Punky my name, but she got my information because me and Punky was into it so bad. Punky hit my tags, so I been knew my name was gonna come about with my tags. But Punky gave my tags to Chosen, and Chosen ran my tags and got my
Pumpkin, why you
information.
had so much? What happened here? I want to talk to you two ladies real quick. Pumpkin, what happened here? What happened?
Okay, so I can be honest. So basically, like I didn't want to argue with Too Sweet. I really did not want to argue with Too Sweet. Like I paid it. And it was just so much shit going on. Like Chosen telling me she was in group chats talking about me and shit and posting up me and talking like Chosen was instigating a lot of stuff. Chosen would be telling me that that's Too Sweet on pages. Come to
And it
find
was.
out today, it's Chosen on the pages. And it's like I feel like I've been fooled the whole time. Like it's like it don't make no sense. Like the girl was kicking up so much shit within my family. She was running off with these people money. They would come to me and tell me I turned my back to her. Like, no, Chosen ain't doing that. And they like, Punky, this girl is running off with our dragons, our shields, our money. And it was just like a big fallout. Like it was just so much. And like Too Sweet just said one day, she was like, you gonna let this bitch be the downfall of you, Punky. And that's how like basically I mean Two Sweets fell out. And it just escalated from there, from there, from there. Like Chosen would throw the rock and had her hand. Man, Two Sweet would be all on the app fighting, and Chosen would not go live. Would not go
She
live
hid the
after
whole
she just
time.
told me. After she just told me that Too Sweet was in Trina B room talking about me on Facebook, or girl Too Sweet on that page, on that
Gonna
on
be
that
ain't
Ricky
got no
Ralph
room.
page talking about you on Keith Group. I mean, girl, girl, they going crazy on you. So me thinking that this my real friend, I'm going in on Too Sweet and Too Sweet going in on me. Like the girl was an
I
instigator,
remember
and I know
I
this.
remember this happening when we was all in the family together. I remember in the family chat, Too Sweet and Chosen was arguing because Too Sweet, they was joking, and Too Sweet said her braids look crunchy,
Mm-mm.
and it went on from there. Am I lying?
Yeah.
All right, well, hold on. So
It,
let's do this. Because I
I
need
did.
to. I just want to see where Pumpkin and Two Sweet Head is. I just want to have this little moment because again, y'all were cool, and now you're not, and we're women. So I just want to go there for just a moment. So Two Sweet, um, how do you feel about Pumpkin giving her your license plate, and can you address Pumpkin properly for
Let
doing
me
that?
tell you with that situation. I addressed that for a year and a half
Okay.
straight.
Yeah.
I really didn't even know Chosen was the one that pulled my tags, and I had to investigate that myself. This just coming out to me that Chosen was the one that pulled my tags. I was all in thinking Shaky did it for her, cause like who can be
Yeah.
that
No,
got that
no,
That
stamp?
was
ma'am.
her.
That's what I was
I'm gonna tell
thinking.
the
That's what I
truth
was
and shame the
thinking.
devil. Chosen wasn't
I'll
the
tell you
one
what
that
I was
pulled
thinking
your
when,
tags.
huh?
Chosen was
Hold
not the
on.
one that pulled your tags. I'm gonna tell the truth and shame the devil.
Come
When
on
you
now.
and Pumpkin met each other up there at the
At
mall
the
at
mall.
Ford
Mhm.
City, Pumpkin
Mhm.
eased up on you. You didn't even know she saw your
I knew
car.
I had a call. I
Well,
knew I
that's how
got the
she
call.
got your plate.
That's
Yeah.
how
But
my
who
car was
pulled
parked
it?
at my
But
gas
who
watching
pulled
my
it?
car.
But the plate was being passed to
Who
somebody.
pulled
Somebody
right?
passed off.
Correct.
She told me who pulled it. It was Chosen. I knew Pumpkin had my
Yeah.
text. I knew how she got my
She
So
text.
knew it.
I
okay.
was in the
So hold
mall.
on for a second. So
Pumpkin was
everybody stop
outside.
for a moment. Okay. So Pumpkin,
Hmm.
what urged you to do that, babe? And how do you feel about that?
I mean, man, Too Sweet was going at it. That was back then. We was at each other's throat. So it's like,
Hmm.
I mean, at the time, I mean, we was fighting, we was arguing, we was feuding. So shit, when
Okay.
we met up, I said, okay, I'm gonna get these tags. I mean, I did
All right.
it.
All
Me
right.
and
So stop
Pumpkin
for a
was on the
second.
phone.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, because I just want to resolve this really quick with these two ladies. I just want to see, Pumpkin, can you apologize to her for that, or have you done it before?
I did it, but I can publicly apologize. To speak, I am sorry for giving out your tags like that, and through the heat of madness and anger, I wasn't thinking, and I did it.
Mhm.
It's okay.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel when your stuff got exposed all over the place too?
It really wasn't nothing to me because when nobody gonna pull up and do nothing, so it didn't
Good.
bother
Period.
me
Right. And
because
do
I
you
returned.
okay?
I
And do you
returned the pay.
receive this apology from Pumpkin? Do you receive it?
I receive it because I apologized to her way before this day, just so I could
Yeah.
move on. We was at it for a minute. Me and Pumpkin was going at it for a long time.
We was for years.
So I've
Okay.
been over it. I removed myself from the app. I've been over it. But for me to look up and chosen custody bringing me and Pumpkin back into it, you want us to argue so you can have something to talk about. So she'll go and make up something. And I'm hearing Pumpkin say my name. I'm like, girl, I just apologized to you. So she'll make me end up going there. I've been to say something to Pumpkin. Me and Pumpkin in the same city. Why would you want to put
Hmm.
Pumpkin life in jeopardy like that? You should be trying to squash any beef because you all way in Miami and she all way in
Yeah.
Chicago and I'm in
Right.
Chicago.
So,
But too
So why
so
too
would
you
you
sweet.
saying
end
that
that off?
Chosen would just
I
stir up
but wait a minute,
stuff?
I want
Just
to say this. I think the reason
Yeah.
why Chosen wanted to throw this DCFS thing off on me because in a heat of a argument, Too Sweet said, "If I can't get to you, I'm gonna get to the closest thing to you. If anything go on with my kids." So Chosen did that to get me and Too Sweet to go at it. You know,
Yeah.
every
And
time Too Sweet was mad and say something about, "Oh, I'm gonna do this to Pumpkin," Chosen went harder.
so she
mm,
wanted me to actually do, but I'm smarter than that. I'm so smarter than that. I know I've been living in Chicago all my life. I know not to pull up to nobody's house. I know not to
Period.
put my hand on nobody that's disabled. I know not to
Yeah.
do this. I was just fighting with her on the app. That's the only way she know how to fight. So you got to play back with Pumpkin in her playground. This is her playground. This is what she do. I don't do this. So that was the only way I knew how to get back at her by having her riled up over the app. She not used to nobody doing that to her. She's not used to nobody unless you are entertaining you been through this with her. But as far as all that other stuff, I know for a fact it was chosen. I was punking right hand way before chosen. I was around way before
Hmm.
chosen. Chosen wanted to be me so bad.
Chosen wanted
She,
Too Sweet out the picture. She was
so she
so
was sick
happy
of
when
the
Too
drama.
Sweet
mm,
left. She wanted it. And keep it real. In the last meeting we had, when we found out Too Sweet had left, I was like, "Oh, this shit ain't cute or funny or none of that shit." I said it in the meeting. This
mm-hmm.
shit ain't funny, and I messaged Too Sweet. Cause what's
Yeah.
going on? I didn't know nothing had been going. I knew they had a little tiff in the chat. About the hair and shit. But so Chosen was so happy. She was ha 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 ha.
Wow.
Bitch, shut your oh Lord
So
Jesus.
you think
But the
Chosen
crazy
just
part
loved you
about it
like
is
that?
she told
So do y'all
she
think
told
Chosen
me
just loved Pumpkin like that, like a sister? She just she was just tight with
No,
Pumpkin,
no,
like
not at
no.
all.
I think
She told
Chosen
me she
wanted.
told me that Too Sweet and Tommy K was working together, and she said that a girl
Hmm.
dropped Tommy K. Now let me tell y'all how sneaky this bitch is. This girl
Hmm.
said she got Tommy K information through a girl on Facebook that didn't like Tommy K and gave her Tommy K information. Then she told me how she got Reagan information. She said some girl inside of a group that's from New York know Reagan personally and gave her Reagan information. That's what she
She
told me.
lying. And she
So
lying because
yeah,
I'ma
so
tell you, ain't nobody on my she found out my name and went on my Facebook page. There's not nobody on my Facebook page. You could pick them right now. Pick one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and message them about Tommy K. And they're not going. Period.
yeah. When she showed made it
So
like, this girl wanted to air
she
you
lying.
out and she hit her up on Facebook. The same thing she did about Reagan. Now I didn't even know she had fly life information. She got
Mm-hmm.
now
Sister,
that
get back.
Yetta information, that
Let's on the bed.
Yetta that girl
okay.
that
So
that
Fly
girl
Life.
hate
All right.
Yetta.
So we can bring Fly Life up. I'll open up the panel. So Fly Life
It's
is the
more.
gentleman that's in the comments
Empress.
that was
It's
picked
more
earlier.
people.
It's more. It's more. You got Fly Life. You got Mr. Get
Out
Back.
there where you've
You
heard
got
me talk about
Reagan.
negative
You
about
got Back
Empress.
Capone. It's
Pull up
more
one
people
thing. You
information
Mm.
she
can't.
But
told.
wait a minute, Too Sweet, you forgot about this. Now, what about that lady in your family that stay in Miami? She looked up her business too. Now, how do I know her?
Kareem,
Like the girl is a
Kareem.
liar. She looked up Too Sweet
She looked
whole
up
family.
everybody that sweet money. She looked up all
Yeah.
their personal
She
information.
so
And
did.
Pumpkin don't even know these people. She looked up their information and she
Facts.
went live on her own platform. Right before she had Ebony picture up about her, she had my family picture up. And she had the next group of people picture up. She know how through that system she got in that closet, at work closet, she putting people photos. I don't know how she doing it, but that's how she get. It's not just through our numbers. That's how she got mass through my plate. But other people, she pulling them from their pictures.
Hmm.
King
She got
Calvin,
my
she did
name.
King
Why
Calvin.
why do people get why do everybody get a rise about pulling up people's background and trying to use it against them? Like what is that? Like
At
Cause
least let
what
them
is
have
some
a background on
some
it.
people
At
some
least have something.
people it's weak for them. It's a weakness. It's like she pulled up my daughter's background. That's not a weakness for me. That's a strength
My
for me.
son,
Cause as a mother, it shows anybody who's looking or care or any of that a mama gonna stand with her child. I don't
mhm,
care through what, and I don't care how
how
old man get. I'ma stand there with mine and
old
stand, not just stand there to be standing, but really be productive. I don't care what my child going through.
I'm there to
She
hold
went
my baby.
through it. I shared it, and I ain't shame of it.
I
I'm not
but
shame of it.
this is the thing. This okay, so I'm gonna be like but who perfect? Like we
Nobody.
all came from similar
Yes,
backgrounds.
ma'am.
We went through some things and now we climbing up out this shit. What's
And
Yes,
our
like
ma'am.
kids go through
I'm
stuff
lost.
too. Our kids go through some. My son, 28 years old, and he was in jail for 1.5 years for doing whatever the hell he did. He didn't rob no motherfucking taco truck. She told people my son robbed the taco truck, and he was in jail for strong art robbery of a taco. Girl, how much money I got? My kid ain't got to rob nothing. But for you to try to tear me down for my son through my son, I show you my son. I promise you, all y'all gonna want his number. I
But
promise you, y'all gonna be looking for my son. But you can't tell me through, man. I'm gonna always have my kid back. It's mine. I went through the 9 months. I
mm,
went through the rolling around my bed, that
mhm,
rolling around your bed 9 times trying to push them out at the age of
Yeah.
15. I did it.
mhm. Chosen
And
is
I'm
the one
always
who
have
brought
my
up
kids.
the kids.
So
No, no,
I'm
Chosen
no.
is
Let
the
me,
asking,
let
one
me,
is
who.
your
wait, wait,
boy
wait.
is your
Let,
boy
wait, let
still
me, let me say this. And I want to apologize to Too Sweet. Let me just say this. I want to apologize to them because Chosen was the one that came back and told me that y'all was talking about my health. Okay? She
Mhm.
said, girl, they was on there talking about your kidney so bad. So that's what made me get below the belt. So I want to apologize to you, saying Too Sweet for talking about your baby, your grandbaby like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do
And
apologize.
I really know you didn't mean it because you know my grandbaby pretty. You always say how pretty she
It's
was.
pretty.
So I know that you was just talking to defend yourself. And I mean, people
Yeah.
gonna cut however they gonna cut, regardless.
Right.
If you gonna
that's
talk to defend,
good.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
talk to defend myself. So that was not a biggie to me. My thing is when you get to reaching into people's lives. And then you want to hide your hand after you did that. You want to make like you the
Mhm.
victim. You not the victim because you did the most.
Facts.
She did the most, y'all. When I say as much as me and Punkin went through, I say I don't hate Punkin, I hate Chosen. I want
Facts.
her
I
is
don't
what I
hate
always
either
been
one of
saying.
them.
Anybody tell you I want her.
So this is my thing. Chosen got up here tonight. I ain't get none of this from her, but everybody
Mhm,
got. I mean, like this is a lot. Like I didn't get none of
mhm.
this. Like she did this that. So this is okay.
Yeah.
So now it's unfolding a little bit.
So I want to
Mhm.
ask you a question, Empress. So Chosen been going around the app talking about she got receipts on me. Now this whole interview was supposed to be about me calling DCFS on Too
Mhm.
Sweet. She could not produce those receipts. She went around everything. Chosen went to a WhatsApp and then she also went into the Discord app for someone else. Like the girl is a liar. And here's the thing, like out of everybody, I really thought Chosen was rocking with me. All this stuff about she was rocking with me. I was the one that helped that girl build her page up. I was the one that started making people look at her like she was a dragon thrower. I was the one because like everybody wasn't fucking with it. She was running off with everybody, dragons, money, and shit
But
like
why
that.
you do that, Pumpkin, when
Because
you
I
know
felt
she really wasn't? Your dragon throwers. I feel, in my opinion, you shitted on her.
And here's the thing. Let me just say this, because like Chosen was acting like she was just this loyal friend. Like I felt like when all the stuff went down with me, what I'm saying, all y'all, I still have my family, but Chosen was like right there in my ear, like, yeah, you know what, sister,
Mhm.
I got your back. Don't worry about it, blah, blah, blah. But every time something went down, far as me and the other people, Chosen was never on the phone with me. The only reason why Chosen
Right.
got into the fight like she did is because they pulled up her background. Because she started trying to leak their stuff out. So when they started doing her dirty, that's when she started playing dirty. That, like, let me tell y'all something. That was Chosen doing. I never asked Chosen to pull up Tommy K. I never asked Chosen to pull up the lady in Miami. I never asked Chosen to pull up none of Too Sweet family. Too Sweet did that because Too Sweet and them was ratting her like a dog. If anybody remember when Chosen went live trying to call out Reagan mother, I lied with her and I said, "Don't do that." I said, "That lady is not on the app, Chosen. Don't do that lady like that. Come on now, don't do that." And everybody on this
Mhm.
on this panel can tell you, I told her, don't do that. The same way she did Yetta, arguing Yetta. Oh, bitch, I got all your background, bitch. I'm calling your leasing office in the morning, bitch. I said, Chosen, don't do that. I said, please don't do that, Chosen. No, fuck that pussy asshole. I'ma show that hoe that you got them people laying up in that apartment building. You also the girl always hit dirty like that. And I always tell her behind the scenes and on the scenes, I don't do that. That's gonna go against my brand. I'm already messy, but you trying to pull up people's background and fuck with their livelihood.
Mhm.
I always told her
But
don't do it.
but this is my question. So you always checked her because they say y'all was tight. So but you always told her don't do it,
Yes, ma'am. I
I
always told
and
her.
that's all you can
uh,
do, and that's all you can do.
Yeah, because I heard her tell her don't do that to Yetta. She was finna she was got Chosen was actually about to do Yetta dirty. I'm on the window listening to her. I had to hit the lab a couple of times because I knew Punky was looking at my lab and I knew Chosen. You ain't no way in the world you gonna fuck up my bag. If Empress, you my agency owner and me and you fall out, I don't need no help for me and you falling out. Punky didn't need no help with her and Yetta. They had that. It put her 2 cents. She inserted herself in there just so she could have content on Yetta, and people started watching her. And she got so mad because Yetta and Punkin going at it. She made herself mad and was like,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna call your property management. I'm gonna call them and let them know that you got people living. Do they know Leah living with you? Do they know you got K9 living up in there in their apartment? Your lease, I'm pretty sure it only say woo woo woo. I'm hearing this." And Punky came to her room and said, "Don't do that. Why would you want to call somebody property? Why would you want? Don't do that." At the end of the
Yeah.
day, this lady still cut her check. She still got to deal with her. Punky know how far to take it with somebody that you making a bag with. She didn't need your help. She may needed your help then, but you didn't come when she needed you. You hid until you got them dentures in your mouth, and now you think you really eating it and you still broke. You ain't got nothing. You ain't fucking with me if you do.
Yeah, she was always a
Okay.
brokey.
So hold on. Speaking of a bag, so Pumpkin, what's the
Yes.
status with your agency?
Well, so with my agency, I am in partnership. So so with my agency, I sign my host up, I get a percentage. And when I do leave the agency and I go like venture off on my own with my own agency, my own agency, I get to take all my hosts with me. But while all my hosts is underneath the branch of like Sean Cash and me, I get my percentage, and I also sign the contract. So everybody that I sign up in his agency, I take with me.
All right. So this is my question. Like you said, you do have a contract for every host that you are signing up.
Yes, ma'am. I can send it to you.
Okay. All right. And you are still working. You've submitted all your paperwork for your agency.
Yes, ma'am. I submitted all
Okay.
my
So it's just
paperwork
a
for my
waiting game.
agency.
Okay.
Yes.
So y'all got to understand, once you do your paperwork and stuff, it's a waiting game. It's a waiting game. Sometimes it can be long, sometimes it can be short, but it is a waiting game.
And how can I send you the proof that I signed paperwork with Sean Cash about
Three,
my
two,
agency?
one.
Like every
Three,
hold on,
three, two,
hold on,
one. I'll see you the number now. 321.
hold on. Let me get my other phone. Okay, three, two,
Three, two,
one,
one, 800
800.
8445.
Wait, hold on. Somebody just texted me. You say what?
3200 321 800
Uh huh.
8445.
8445. About to send it to you now. Let me put myself on mute.
Now, now let me ask this question. Did you fight um against Chosen dragging Yetta because Yetta is your agency owner? And if Yetta wasn't your agency owner, would you would have fought that hard for Chosen not to come for Yetta?
Well, okay. So here's my thing. So with Chosen and Yetta. So me and Yetta was on the panel going at it. Chosen dipped her, dipped her 2 cents in it. Yetta said, "Shut the fuck up and let me answer the question." So after that happened, you know, they was going at it. Now Chosen said the reason why she went so hard is because of the fact that she said Yetta text her and said something. So after the text message of her and Yetta inside of the Discord app, it kind of spiraled from there. I told hello, you hear me? Hello?
Yes, baby, I hear you. Yes, yes, yes.
I'm sorry, they calling me. So I told her, I said, you could cuss Yetta out. I said, but can you please kind of keep it, you know, kind of keep it like just PG-13? Because at the end of the day, this is my agency owner. She pulled like the girl made a whole Discord app exposing Yetta vagina, exposing her OnlyFans, and I mean was really going in on Yetta. But that's fine. That's your thing. So I'm like, you already fucking her up. You doing your big one on her. So now after that went down, oh, I got your address, bitch. I'm about to expose where you live at, and I'm about to call your landlord. And then at this point, I'm like, okay, this is gonna make Yetta kind of look at me different because she and my family, everybody call this my right hand. I said, Chelsea, can you calm down? Don't do that. Please don't call her landlord. It ain't even worth it. No, because that pussy ass bitch thinks she all that. I'm about to show this pussy asshole what it is. So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm begging her, like, please don't do it. But
All right,
with
so
her and
so
Yetta,
I have another question. Do you feel as though Yetta came for Chosen first?
no, I feel now I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like Chosen came for Yetta first. Because the argument was between me and Yetta. Ain't nobody else in my family jump in it. Me and Yetta was going at it. We was doing our big one. Yetta had her shit going. I had my shit popping. Chosen got up there like, oh, Yetta don't want none with me. Oh, she don't want none with me. That bitch know I eat her up. So now after
So
that,
she fighting Yetta just because of you.
no, I think she was fighting Yetta because of her own personal reasons. I think whatever situation that goes on with Chosen only pick her battles. If I'm going at it with Low, she'll tell Low, I don't got nothing to do with that. As long as you don't try Chosen. If I'm going at it with K9, as long as you don't try Chosen, I'm good. Because y'all don't want it with Chosen. Chosen only pick her battles or who she wants me to fall out with. If anybody that she think that I fuck with the hardest, that's who she nitpick with. But anybody like that's just a regular host and I just go at it with it, she's not gonna go at it with them. She gotta hit home. Like if I like say for instance, if me and you was cool, Empress, and me and you had words, oh baby Chosen gonna come over there and throw that gasoline on the fire. Oh that pussy asshole don't want it with me. I'll chew her ass up. And then I'll be like, calm down, Chosen, come
So
on.
I have another question because this was brought up. Do you feel as though that I steal from my host?
Empress, to be honest with you, no, I don't think that. I ain't never said that.
Okay,
I,
thank
I
you.
do I do want to know, like, why did you put me in that box with Ashley and Precious? I ain't never talk about you. Like, I don't know. Like when I first seen you come around, I thought that you was a cool person and you kind of favor my sister. So I'm like, oh, like you kind of like, like when you love someone and then you see somebody that look like similar to a person that you love, you tried to get, you try to get, try to get to know them. But it's like you kind of put me in that box because you felt like I was messy. And I'm like, I never said nothing about you.
No, not messy. I can handle somebody messy. No, but if hear you speak about me in my own ears, then that's what I'm gonna address. I didn't say that because you messy. I said it because I heard you speak on me. I don't care because nobody
Well,
messy.
okay, so when I spoke on you, Empress, that's like I don't know if you remember that time when you was doing like a panel, right? But it was like an audio, right? I came over there. I said, "Hey, Empress," and you was like,
My team.
"Kick her out." At that
Not
time, I
me.
never talked about you.
My team said, what is she doing over here? I remember that. That was
Right, and
2020.
and then at that
My
point, Empress, I
team
never
said,
knew.
"What's she doing over here?" She was just talking about you. And then you was like, "No, I wasn't." They were like, "Yes, you were." That's the only reason.
And that's true. I
Um,
never talked about you. They said that, but the same team that told you that, it's the same people that's over there with Ashley and them now. I ain't never talk
oh
about
no,
you in the get go when I first.
oh, it was no Brit. Brit probably was in there, but it was actually
Yeah,
it wasn't Brit. Yeah, it wasn't. You know,
but
but my
all I
thing is,
gotta say, like in the
I
beginning,
don't hold
I never
grudges.
talked about you. But yeah, I was kind of tight about you putting me out. So yeah, I can't. Back then I was a little
Yeah,
ignorant, so I did say some
I
stuff.
never spoke about you though. So what if I put you in a category, but I never spoke about you though.
That's true. You
Even
did.
after you read me, you still ain't gonna find nothing where I spoke about you because
You didn't,
I
Empress. You didn't. You didn't.
no, I don't say even that day when y'all did that hate pound on me with the women empowerment. Nope, still ain't gonna get too much.
Wait,
You ain't
Empress,
gonna
you
get
going
too
back
much
too
on me
far.
saying nothing about you.
Look,
I'll be saying like
Empress, you going back too far. You know how
no,
long ago that was?
that wasn't that long ago. That wasn't that
A
long
women
ago.
empowerment panel. I don't
Remember,
remember
it was
that.
because of, no, it was a component TKO with Yetta. That wasn't that long ago. That was just a couple of months ago. That wasn't that long ago.
No, Empress, that was not me, boo boo. I was probably up there for a key, but I ain't say nothing about you. A
Oh,
lot of times
okay.
I be
I'll let
look.
you
A lot
have
of
it.
times I
I'm
be
gonna
put in a
say you.
mess.
I'm gonna
I
say
look.
you did, but
Um,
and that's okay. And if you say you didn't, but I don't just sit around and talk about y'all like that. Y'all, I mean, y'all come hard for me, and it's okay. I can handle it. Some women can't, because I just know who I am. I just know I know exactly
but
who
hold
I
on, Empress.
am.
Let me ask these people something. Y'all be. I want to ask y'all something. Y'all be the main motherfuckers talking about I'm a snake, I'm this, but everybody else on this application that come together with people that they call CPS on police to their houses and shit like that, they can all sit together and that's growth, right? But when I come together and I try to talk to black women and try to resolve situations and squash, little beefs and just to get, along or see I'm fake, I'm a snake, but I don't do shit but run my fucking mouth. But everybody on this motherfucker could go the extra mile, and that's entertaining. Y'all throw y'all money at it, but like 6 months later they can sit together, ha ha ha, and it's all good to the hood. I wish y'all to just shut the fuck up, okay? Because evidently I'm not being funny, but y'all don't know what fake and real is. Yeah, I run my mouth, I talk my shit, but I don't go the extra mile to get nobody kids took. I don't call the police. I don't do none of that. I run my mouth. That's it.
All right. All right. Now, Tommy K, how
Hmm.
did you? How did the conflict with you and Chosen take place? And are you cool with both of these women on the panel?
I'm cool with Two Sweets. This is the first time me and Pumpkin have talked in a very long time.
Okay, wait. So let's address this. What happened here?
Well, I was in her family. Right after Two Sweet end up leaving. Um, Before Two Sweet left, we started noticing things in Pumpkin where Pumpkin wasn't bringing back all what we was throwing on her. Okay, Pumpkin to come back, but she wouldn't come back like I just said with all what you throwing on her. And that, in my opinion, as far as the road out the path I was trying to go on the app, the way it was explained, we was all gonna be equal, throwing back and forth on each other. It wasn't going like that. We had a family meeting, and in the family meeting, I felt like, I'm only speaking for me, and there was others too who felt the same way, but I'm here speaking for me. I felt Pumpkin wasn't being honest because she was making it like, um, oh, I never said I was paying y'all back. And I'm like, is you serious? Okay. That didn't sit well with me. Pumpkin paid me back. Whatever she paid me back, there was still a balance, but I paid it. And she kicked us out the family once she noticed we stopped gifting her. I felt.
All right. So hold on for just a second, Tommy K. Okay. So Pumpkin, thank you for staying on mute. I appreciate that. All right.
Hmm.
So can you rebuttal, please?
I
Um,
can. I'm a rebuttal. I think Tommy K at that time didn't know how to read the board. When Tommy K came to
Ah,
me and said that, she threw me a drag and I didn't give it back, I cashed out Tommy K 200 or $250. I said, my bad. And I gave her rest of back the beans. She said, oh, okay, thank you. Like that. Now, one thing about me, if you come to me and you say that I owe you something, even if I like, even if I at that time I didn't understand how to read the board, but now I do, and it's like I feel like honestly, I feel like I got played because not only did I give you 200 and some dollars, but I also dropped other beans on you. So I don't know.
okay. Now,
can I
why did you
respond?
hold on? When I ask her
Okay.
one more question, why did
Hmm.
you drop her out of the family?
I didn't drop Tommy K out the family. Tommy K left. A lot of them left.
Oh,
Like they always say that I kicked him out. I did not
Pumpkin.
kick them out. They left.
Pumpkin.
Y'all
Pumpkin.
left.
You kicked us out. I was in St. Louis kicking it. You kicked us out at like 2 in the morning and then called us. You not only just me, you kicked me and like five more people out, including Chosen. You was on like a fucking whirlwind that night. And me and two other
And
people, there were three of
so
us that took the same stance as to, well, what the fuck is you calling us for now? You called us after
mm-mm.
you kicked us out. What is it to talk about now? We're done. We hadn't even been gifting you because we needed to send a message. We were sitting back watching. We had been sitting back watching. We saw how Miss Too Sweet them was moving. We watched the three of us,
because
me and
okay,
those
so
two other
so
young ladies.
let me okay, so now let me rebuttal. So okay, maybe that did happen, maybe it did. But Tommy K, you was moving very phony, right? Now you told me like, oh,
If
I
you
want to do
say
big.
so,
Okay, okay,
I
I
was
don't look,
moving for survival.
look,
Okay,
look. You told me, oh, I want to do business on the
we
app. You
are.
go over there, you throw all your dragons on Keith and got played. And I warned you. I
That's not
said,
what happened.
okay, all right.
That ain't
Well,
what
you know what?
happened,
I'm
All
baby.
done with
right,
it.
hold
I'm
on.
done
So
with it.
guess
That
what,
ain't what
Tommy K?
happened.
All
Tommy
right,
K, wait a
all right,
minute, Tommy
all
K.
right.
Go ahead.
Get your
Go
notebook.
ahead.
Let me tell
We
you how
ain't
you
getting
do. Cause
mad.
well, hold on before y'all go any further. Sometimes I know how it is when you want to interrupt because sometimes you feel as though you're gonna forget what you're gonna rebuttal. All you got to do is
Okay.
get your little notebook, get your little
Okay.
pen, and write it and hold it. When
I don't,
she's done, then it's your
okay.
turn. Okay? Get your.
I don't want
Cause I know
Pumpkin to
we're
think
women of
we getting
ages.
mad.
Sometimes
This
we need.
our
I need
first
to
time
wind
talking
down too.
about it.
Get your pen and
Talk
paper.
Pumpkin. Talk Pumpkin.
So go ahead, Pumpkin.
I actually, I look. Here's the thing. I felt like with you, Tommy K. I felt like you were, you know, y'all say that y'all didn't want to throw on me, and at the time, I took all y'all that didn't have a platform. I helped run y'all up. I did what I can do. I try to give y'all a little game how to, to have skills
Right.
to do this on the
I'm gonna bring that up.
application, right?
Hmm.
And I feel like all y'all never had no support. Like y'all didn't even have people watching y'all, right? So I felt like once y'all got at a certain level, y'all did turn y'all back on me. Y'all want me to sit on live, like like y'all, like Tommy K. You had my whole family over there throwing gifts on you. Y'all on live talking and shit, and I'm on live, and I'm like, y'all come over here. I still used to come over there and gift y'all. So I felt like if y'all felt like this, then you all you doing business with Keith about. Oh, here go the tabernacle. Hallelujah. And all that stuff. And I'm like, really? So at that point, I'm like, okay, Tommy K. All right, ladies. Y'all can just go ahead and go because, like you said, y'all didn't want to gift me no more. Y'all didn't want to sit in my room no more. And I feel like this. Why do I want to be around people that didn't like to be around me or made me feel uncomfortable? Y'all feel uncomfortable. So when I did release y'all, I felt like that was the best thing for me and y'all at that point because ain't no sense of being in a family where y'all gonna sit around and just watch me sink or drown. Y'all might as well go ahead and release yourself and I drown by myself. That's how I felt.
All right. All right. So okay, hold on. All right, go ahead, Tommy.
Okay. I only want to respond to this one thing. Everything else is like just jibber jabber. No disrespect.
The key thing.
Pumpkin, but how were you putting us up on game on the app when you never, ever, ever promoted PKs? Me and those other two young ladies started doing PKs on our own
while we were still in your family, running up the bag, investing. You, I, in effect, in a meeting, y'all asked me how to do a PK. Chosen took notes. So I beg to differ, sis. I'm not here to argue. This is you and I's first
Right,
time talking about this.
right.
You
And
did
let me
not
and let
put me up on
right.
game on this app.
So and let me say this, guys, on this app. This is a money generating and a money flipping app. And if you really want to capitalize from it, PKs are one of the main components, if not the main component. All you're doing is taking beans that you're going to already receive throughout the month, but you're going to get a stipend. You're going to get a rebate on them. So it only makes sense that you do PKs.
Okay, so let me just say this. Tommy K, you can say what you want to say. And and this no tea, no shade. You left Ashley family. You came to my family. I did a whole group chat and I told y'all, I said, this how we about to strategize these things. This is what we about to do. Okay? Now, with me, I really didn't like. I used to always stress to my family, y'all do the PKs, y'all do the PKs. I didn't really think that I had to do PKs, Empress, because I was hitting big tiers every month. So I didn't think like that back then. I
Right.
was
You didn't
fresh
think
on the
like that
app,
back then.
right? I
And
didn't
that's
think
fair.
like that. I
Okay.
was a new
Okay.
founder. You know what I'm saying? I was out here. You know what I'm saying? But I did say, y'all, let's do this and let's do that. I took everybody that was host for months that didn't hit a dime on this app, and they was hitting 4,000 tiers off the strategy that I gave them. And I told them, I said, look, y'all, if we do this, everybody gonna eat. I eat, y'all eat. And everybody that sat with me that was on live for months never hit a tier start eating. And those are facts. And like I say, when I first came on this app, I was new. I didn't know the advantages of doing PKs. I'm not a genius. I had to know. I had
And
to
that's
learn. And
okay.
now that
And
I
it's
know,
okay.
I know better. I do better. I
So
always
how do
stress
you
to
feel
my
about them
family.
now? So how do you feel about how
I
do you feel about PKs now?
Ask Jess. Ask Jess. I tell her every day, do PKs, do your rebates. Y'all hurry up. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. I stress my family and tell them to do family PKs.
Now
I
are
do.
they smaller tier hosts right now?
First, Sister Jess wasn't making no money. But now that she learned the app and she listened to me, yes, she making $5,000 a month. Chosen,
Okay.
chosen
So
also
she can
was
do a
that
serious
was a
PK.
host that did.
Okay, so do you
Yes, she
understand
do.
what PKs are out and all of that?
Yes, ma'am. I know the percentages of PKs. I know when you
Good.
do the PKs, you get your rebates. Yes, the rebates was really make your wallet fat. Yes,
Yes, they
I
do.
do.
All right. So just make sure when y'all get the ones with the certain percentages, make sure they're maxing them out and that you're giving them the
Hmm.
proper number, like 80%, maybe like 11.4 dragons versus 75%, maybe 14.4. So just make sure y'all throwing the right amount of dragons to max it out so you can get that full 100,000 bean reward. So make sure you're teaching them that.
Yes.
All right. So now with Tommy K and um um Pumpkin, I'm going to say this. I think that I think you're a little spoiled a little bit. I think if it's not Pumpkin's way,
Yes.
you know what I mean? It's the highway a little bit. And that's okay. But, as you get older and grow, and then you'll be able to adjust that. But I think what you fell out with these two women over was small. Like, we gotta keep some type of peace in our lives, some type of sisterhood. Gotta, like, everybody try to come for me and Eb this and Empress did, and Eb got this and Empress don't got that. That there is concrete, despite what anybody say. I can tell her anything. She can tell me anything. If I need her to bring them 20 dragons, she bring them. If she need me to bring 20, I'm bringing. I don't penny pitch. She don't penny pitch for me. And we just got good ass business. And behind the scenes, when I want to vent, I go to her. And when she want to vent, she come to me.
And that's
That
all I'm
shit
looking
that
for.
is solid, but you can't ruin it. If that's what you're looking for, my dear, don't ruin it. Don't let your impulses make decisions for you. Don't let your
Hmm.
emotions make decisions for you. This shit
Can I say
hard out here.
something?
Out here, when I'm finished, it's very,
Okay.
very hard out here to keep a concrete union with women. Why? I do not fucking know. I have a lot of female friends. The ones that are good to me, I'm fucking great to them, and we continue this ride until the day we die. But those flukes
Facts.
will fall off. If you're gonna be a leader, Pumpkin, you can't be a fluky leader. You can't be flaky. If you're gonna teach and lead, then let that be that. But
Facts.
impulses and emotions cannot drive your actions. Cannot.
And, and I agree. And that's why I'm trying to change to be a better person. I don't know if y'all been noticing me on a journey of not really being catty, and like the old me used to go off and go crazy. Like I'm trying to be more understanding. I'm trying to be more, soft tone. I'm trying to be more, transparent. So I can say being on this app, even though I'm 40 years old, but being on a platform like this have really opened my eyes to a lot of different things. And I wish a lot of shit I would have never moved like how I moved or what I did, but I can't sit and fumble in a hole about what I should have did. So I'm trying to correct my mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
And you
But
and
all I
that's
feel
what
like,
you and that's the most prettiest thing in the world. Beautiful. If you trying. Because as you try, it'll get better. But
yeah.
let me
And
tell you something. We all come. Let me just say this again, because sometimes we let money control us. It was a struggle for a lot of us. A lot of us came from the hood. We came from the project. Mom and dad
yes,
was doing the best thing we can. And now a lot of us are getting a taste of a decent life, right? It's a little different than
yes.
what it was 10 years ago. Don't let this damn money define who you are.
And wait a minute, Empress, I do want to say this. In no tea, no shade, you absolutely right. I am spoiled. I've been spoiled since the Facebook days. My supporters have been really taking care of me and like giving me what I want. So like when I used to be on dialysis, they used to send me food and money and stuff like that. They always been there for me. So maybe I am a little spoiled. And then being on this application has gave me more personal interaction with them. You know what I'm saying? So I can say that I am spoiled by them. So
But
I
this
can
is what
admit
I'm saying now. So you can see. So this is how you got to look at life. A lot of people can't wake up and say we got supporters. So you blessed on that aspect. God is giving you something that you probably thought you'll never receive. People to want you to be better, right? And want you to do great. But what you have to do with
yeah.
your blessings, you don't owe nobody anything, but you have to share. You have to support. Those blessings you're getting, they don't belong to you. You can get
Mm-hmm.
a percentage of them, but they belong to the people around you that you keep saying you trying to pull up.
X.
Okay? And guess
X.
what's gonna
Yes.
happen? When you give them their percentage, yours gonna come back in abundance. It's gonna be triple. And you're gonna keep
Yeah.
giving it out, and it's gonna just keep coming back. But you can't have no hatred. You can't have no I gave you this. You can't have that. If you have those with the giving, then you mark it off. It's voided. Just get that
Mm-hmm.
shit away. It's gonna come back. You gotta grow up, Pumpkin. You
Facts.
got to.
And I
Okay.
just want to say, and you right, and I do want to say this. Sometimes people image can be tainted by what people say, but I here to tell you, my image on social media has always been tainted. But one thing that people cannot draw people away from me, I'm a very great entertainer. And I'm a very great, like I can make like you could put me in a room full of thousands of people and give me a mic, I can make everybody in that room die laughing with crying tears and balling up laughing. And I know
And
that
I
a lot of
agree.
people,
I agree.
yeah,
So now you need to continue to shed that light. So why you making your sisters feel inadequate? If you like making people laugh, don't make your sisters cry. Don't make these people mad. Well, now they can't talk to you in years. And this is a whole breakthrough. Like God put all y'all up here for a reason. Y'all ain't spoken forever because of your
facts.
feelings, my love. So if you like people make people laugh, communicate. If you like to make people laugh and feel good, then stand up in your own and say, listen, Tommy, I mean, I'm rocking with you, but what you're doing over here is making me uncomfortable. Ain't nothing wrong with a little communication.
That's true.
And Tommy gonna say, well, girl, you wrong. You reading it all wrong. And then you can say, well, that's how I see it. And then Tommy's gonna say, well, I can adjust it. And then you say, I can adjust it. Just like when Tommy came on my panel tonight. Listen, sis, I've been reading some comments. Now everybody say, okay, I'm good, Tommy. We're gonna leave it at that. I may
Yeah.
misread. You got to learn how to lay the stuff. Just leave it on the dance floor. It don't have to do a tit for tat all the time. And it's gonna take a lot to get to where I'm telling you to get to. But if you work on it, you will get there. Y'all, I'm gonna speak specifically to you. You do have a talent. You have a gift of gab, and you have a gift to make people want to watch you. You can be greater than great. But if you keep tearing down your crew, you're gonna stay in that same where you want to get. It ain't coming. Even though when you think you're getting there, something gonna slice it because you
Mhm.
owe it. It's karma. You owe that back to what you did to others. So stop being so cutthroat, and then it's gonna be big.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm gonna work on. And matter of fact, that's another thing that I'm working towards. So I just hope that y'all do see my improvement and you right, and I'm going to take your advice. Going back on mute.
Yeah, go back on mute, princess. All right, so Tommy K. Now, Tommy, she gonna work on herself, but I do want some forgiveness here. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's easy. We are women, we grown, we can get past this. But remember, in order for you to be the greatest you can be, Tommy and Pumpkin, forgiveness has to take place. We can't keep holding grudges because we holding each other back. So, do y'all want to say something to each other?
Well, I just want to say this. I don't hate Pumpkin, but I am the type of person that if I fucked with you the long way, like really, really, it's hard for me to get back in that mode.
Hmm.
I'm somebody, I don't cross people who I truly feel like I fuck with. I don't. And a lot happened. And it would have made me see Pumpkin in a different light. Pumpkin will admit, I hope, our last phone call to each other, the night I was in St. Louis, the night we were kicked out the family, she said to me she was raised to finesse. I gave Pumpkin her roses while we were cool. I told you I was very proud of you. Not that you need me to tell you that, but I needed you to know my stance on how my outlook on you. I was proud to see a black girl from Chicago. I'm from Chicago. I'm a black girl from Chicago. So to see she made it out a different way, she put her man to something different than what,
Mm.
and that's why I feel chosen got that I went to jail for drug selling DRUGs because when I gave Pumpkin her roses, I said, I'm from Chicago. So I know a lot of us made it out by doing that. We took trips. We did shit. The 90s was different. It was a lot of money in here, out here. So to see a black girl that made it out in a different way, I respected that shit to the
Absolutely.
fullest and call it cornball, whatever. But that's what I was feeling about Pumpkin. And I shared that with her in every moment or whenever the opportunity presents itself. Pumpkin is younger than me. So I saw something different and I was proud of that. No matter what a motherfucker could say, no matter what, I knew it was different because I grew up here in Chicago.
So I have a question for Pumpkin. Pumpkin, do you feel what you did to Tommy K and Too Sweet? Do you feel as though it could have been handled a different way? And do you have remorse for it?
Okay, so let me just say this. At that time, I was, fighting with fire. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I have remorse. Like y'all say, like I really fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Like especially Too Sweet. So yeah, I felt some type of way. Like Too Sweet was my bitch. Like I used to wake up in the morning like, girl, what you doing? We used to talk, cackle, and laugh. So yes, like when I fell out with her, it kind of hit me a little different. Like I wasn't like, what I'm saying, I feel like I wasn't myself. And yes, I have remorse and like, yeah. And another thing, let me just say this: for y'all to be like, Punkin didn't make it. When I was she talking about, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but I do stand up comedy. I also was booked for reality shows. I be getting money for like really entertaining ever since I was 18 years old. I've been doing this. Only reason why I stopped doing comedy is because of COVID. I was one of the girls that used to go to the comedy clubs. I had a manager and everything. So y'all can say what y'all want to say, but I thank God. Like I told Tommy K, I always had a gift for gab. I could always go inside of a comedy club and make people laugh. When I went to the Laugh Factor, I got a manager at the Laugh Factor that wanted me to do business. I got signed, but I got a kidney and got some stuff going on. So yes, I do feel like God gave me a gift of gab. God gave me the opportunity to go on the stages and to do what I did, especially looking the way that I looked and what the circumstances that I was going through. So I thank God for it. You know what I'm saying? To be going on
Mhm.
dialysis for 17 years, and I traveled all over to New York. I went to Jersey. I went to California. I did a lot of things off of my entertainment that a lot of people didn't think they can do. So yes, I thank God. I don't feel like I made it, but the doors are opening for me. And one day,
They are.
I can.
And I'm gonna help you open some more. Can you apologize to these two ladies for what you did? We got to open some more doors.
Okay, I can say this. I'm sorry to you two ladies. If I made y'all feel any type of way, I do apologize. I'm being a bigger person by apologizing, right or wrong. I'm sorry.
Mhm. Okay.
And again, forgetting an apology don't mean friends. It's just it's maturity.
Mhm.
That's all, and that's it. All right, fruit. So now, Tommy K, we on you.
Mhm.
Any more issues out there so we can move on
With me,
with anybody? Too sweet, anybody? Pumpkin, any last issue? Because I want to move on to Tommy. We
you
good?
asking me? You asking me, Imp?
Yeah, y'all good with issues with this panel here? Any more issues that we need to squash before I move with you? Yeah, because I'm gonna have a conversation with you about the chosen thing.
Okay.
We good?
I
No
know
more
I'm
issues with
good here.
this group? We got all our apologies out? Okay. All right. So with Tommy K, um, so chosen brought all your information up to light, right? Right. She just
Um,
started bringing.
some
Okay.
of
Go
it
ahead.
was false. Some of it was true, but there was a bulk of it that was false. She,
All
she
right. So
tried it.
I'm gonna ask you, Tommy K.
Hmm.
So when I first knew of you, like you sat around someone that likes to pull information and drag and dog people, but I think y'all fell out.
We
So
did.
I'm actually, huh? Go ahead, I'm listening.
We didn't. I joined
Okay.
her family, and that had got brought up tonight too. I joined that person's family literally for 4 days. I could see there was nothing business going on at all in that 4 day time span. I moved on and joined Pumpkin's family because I thought there was going to be business going on there. The day that I joined Pumpkin's family, our first meeting, these two young ladies will attest. Immediately, I started to offer business deals. Immediately, let's do business, ladies. I got dragons. What's up?
Period.
That's where
All
I
right.
was on.
Okay. So this is what I'm going to ask you now. How do you seek out alliances? Like, what gives you that keen sense that this person is about business and we about to blow up together? Because I feel as though
Mm,
you're missing something. I feel as though
I
you're
am.
looking, but
Yep.
it ain't. Mm.
Empress, honestly, and when I first started off, um, I'm a trusting type of person. I'm not a bad person. You ain't never got to worry about throwing Tommy K anything, and she not gonna throw it back and reciprocate the love, reciprocate none of that. You know. So when it happened, when I first started, I did have the wrong idea. I still do over gift. I still do because
I look at it like this: a person standing
Let
there.
me stop this. Let me
Hmm.
stop you right here first.
Hmm.
When I see women over gifting,
Hmm.
either you, and I don't take you as somebody that's, I don't even want to say the D word. So it's either you
Hmm.
clout chasing or you just DUMB. And I don't take it like you can't be just throwing your money away. Why are you over
Honestly,
gifting?
honestly, when you first joining, you could really see something in that person where, and you might not even understand it all the way. Cause me myself, just me, and I kind of know a little better now than I knew when I first joined. But even still, I can't even see myself coming in a big broadcaster room and only throwing them 10 beans. But that's me. I've always been an overdoer. Always been a. I just can't see that.
Well, you're
And
gonna have to
it's,
see. Let me help you see it.
yes,
I know you done lost a lot of money on this app
I
because
have.
I don't have to watch people. I just know.
I
I
have.
just know. Now your job is now, ma'am, is to figure out how to get it back and not lose any more. Going to and no shade on anybody's family, but if you join a family that ain't business
Right.
minded or set up to do big old business, then you don't belong there. You're a woman with children, correct?
Mhm. Yes.
And I've heard you speak before a while ago. You was reading somebody, but it was a really solid, mindful read. So you got common sense, ma'am. You are smart and you're a leader in your own right. I need you to stop following.
Hmm.
You need to probably do your own family and stop family hopping.
Well, I
Cause you
haven't
got
really family hop, but it does kind of seem like it, I guess. But only being an Ashley family for 4 days, and then Pumpkin family.
so
Time
who
that I was
family you
there,
in now? What made you go
I
what
I'm,
family you in now?
I'm in Powerhouse, and I've been there ever
Okay,
since I've been out of Pumpkin's
all right.
family.
So this is the only thing now. Powerhouse, no shades, 20. Now, Powerhouse is a business-minded family, okay?
Hmm.
But what connections are you going to make there to make sure you're pulled in? Because ain't nobody going to come knock on your door and reach out to you. So what connection, you went to Powerhouse because of the name, of course. So what connections have you made in there to start getting this thing popping?
Honestly, when I went to Powerhouse, I did not go
Answer
because of
that
the name.
question. Answer the question. One or zero.
Well, this is why I went to Powerhouse. I went to
Okay.
Powerhouse because it was a owner of the family who did not care about who you sit with. I just don't want to be bothered with that. I want to sit with, I don't want to be in on y'all old beefs, which is what I
All right,
used to
stop
tell
right there,
Pumpkin.
Tommy K. Okay, hold
Okay.
on, because I'm gonna help you be different. On
Okay.
this app, it has you can do a solo live all day and sit by yourself.
Hmm.
You have to want to generate funds. You have to generate
Yes.
money. So your thinking process on this app, my love, has to
It's
be
wrong. Hmm.
right. It's wrong. Don't worry
Yeah.
about if you X out the drama, then you can see the bag. You can't see the bag focusing on the drama. So who you sit with shouldn't have to be shouldn't have no deem or any warrant if these people are helping you make money. I may hate Lou, I may hate Sue, but Sue and Lou don't hate Misha, but Misha running it up with me.
Right.
So focus on who can help you get all your damn money back that you don't lost on this app. Who? You need your own family, ma'am, and you need to gather up some of these women around here that don't have nothing going on because guess what? You want to work. You want to do PKs. That fire is sparking in you, and you need to start showing these young ladies what to do. You're not going to be able to do much under somebody else's thumb.
Can I share something with you?
Yes, you can.
I have an agency.
Hmm.
I've had it for a while. I've recruited. I've called myself like getting a team together, but this app is not full of people who are going to keep their word. The people that have came to me or I have thought was going to be like solid did not turn out to be solid. And I'm not tripping, because it just is what it is. It's not working out.
Okay, so let me just tell you this, Tommy. I came on this
Hmm.
app just like you. My team is on this app. I got the baddest goddamn PK manager, Miss ATL.
Hmm.
She take care of me. I take care of her. I got my other sis to my left, Pip Lady. I got my other sis to the right, Stagecoach. I got my little baby, Savvy. I met that girl on this app almost 2 years ago. She lives with me now. She moved from
Hmm.
California and she runs my essentialbomb.com and other things. I have another little baby I met 2 years ago on this app, and she runs part of my Essential Bomb. There go my babies in the comments. When I say my team's so tough, I mean it. I met these people on the app, and I did not meet them with my mind leading me to say, oh, she ain't gonna be trustworthy. You're manifesting the bullshit that you don't want because that's what you're leading with.
I started off
Mm,
like, let's have a meeting, introducing
okay.
everything. Y'all, I'ma pay
But you
y'all.
also told me I went to his family because I can sit with anybody. So
Yeah,
there's some
meaning,
negativity still circulating.
yeah. Well, and it was right out the Pumpkins family. It was.
Okay.
I just didn't want to enter another family that was going to be complaining about, oh, you're in that person's room or you threw on them. Me and that